Ladies and gentlemen, in the 3 years since it was first launched, the Clean Energy Ministerial has promoted a number of initiatives in the area of expanding supplies of clean energy and promoting technologies for energy efficiency in a cost-effective manner. I am very happy to state that India is an active participant of several of these initiatives. Our 12th five-year plan recognizes the importance of evolving a low-carbon strategy for inclusive and sustainable growth. We have set ourselves a national target of increasing the efficiency of energy use to bring about a 20 to 25% reduction in the energy intensity of our GDP by 2020. The plan also envisages an expanded role for clean energy, including traditional sources of clean energy such as hydropower and non-conventional sources such as solar and wind power. The full exploitation of hydropower has long been a part of India's energy strategy. Though there are environmental limitations in this regard owing to problems of submergence of forests and the need to rehabilitate affected population. We will work to resolve these problems. We are also taking steps to exploit non-conventional clean energy sources such as solar and wind power, and also energy from the biomass. It is proposed to double the renewable energy capacity in our country from 25,000 megawatts in 2012 to 55,000 megawatts by the year 2017. The pace at which we can expand our reliance on these new energy sources is constrained by the fact that they are more expensive than conventional energy. However, costs are falling. The cost of solar energy, for example, has nearly halved over the last 2 years, though it remains higher than the cost of fossil fuel-based electricity. If the cost imposed by carbon emissions is taken into account, then solar energy is more cost-effective, but it is still more expensive. However, with costs expected to fall further in the years that lie ahead, it will soon be fully competitive at the margin. Counting on the probability of falling costs in this area, we have launched a Jawaharlal Nehru National Solar Mission with the objective of developing 22,000 megawatts of solar capacity by the year 2020, covering both solar photovoltaic and solar thermal. The cost differential is being covered by different forms of subsidy and cross-subsidy. A solar capacity of about 1,500 megawatts has already been installed in the country, and an additional 10,000 megawatts will be implemented by the end of the 12th five-year plan ending in 2017. Solar energy has the advantage of permitting decentralized generation, which is cost-effective in serving people in the remote rural areas where extension of the grid would be rather expensive. Ladies and gentlemen, as we expand our reliance on solar energy, we are keen to ensure induction of the best technology and also to encourage domestic production of the equipment needed. India is potentially a large market for production of such equipment. It is also a potentially competitive and attractive production base for supplying other countries. We therefore strongly encourage global manufacturers to set up production facilities in this area. As part of the solar mission, we are setting up a National Institute of Solar Energy, which would be a global level R&D center which could draw upon international cooperation as well to enable the creation of more affordable and convenient solar power systems and promote innovations that enable the storage of solar power for sustained long-term use. It is expected that this institute will be in position by the year 2015. India's wind potential in both onshore and offshore areas is being reassessed to draw a long-term plan for exploiting this source of energy. It appears that our potential for harnessing wind power is much larger than was earlier anticipated, though the potential is concentrated in certain parts of our country. Expanding grid interactive renewable power requires supporting improvements in technologies of grid management to deal with the expected fluctuation in generation from these energy sources. There are fluctuations within the day, as in the case of solar energy, and also fluctuations over seasons in the case of wind. How are we to manage a system where important components fluctuate significantly is an important focus area for our government. Battery storage is one solution and pump storage another. Here too, costs are critical, but there is scope for cost reduction. We are keen to learn from international experience in this regard. Our government has also launched a national mission for enhanced energy efficiency to focus on energy efficiency in sectors ranging from appliances, buildings, transport, and industries. The mission focuses on establishment of standards and also on market-related incentives based on the imposition of mandated efficiency standards in selected industries with tradable energy certificates, incentivizing companies to do better than the standard. I am sure other countries participating in this ministerial have similar initiatives. We are keen to learn from their experience and would be happy to share ours. We are in the process of raising fuel efficiency standards in our transport sector. We have already decided to mandate 5% blending of ethanol in the motor spirit. We are also launching a national mission on electric mobility, and I am happy to state that the Government of India will be joining the electric vehicle initiative of the Clean Energy Ministerial. One of the critical issues in promoting expansion of clean energy is financing of green energy. Investments in green energy are subject to technological, commercial, and regulatory risk. For the moment, green energy is not viable on its own without subsidy or regulatory incentives. Investors obviously need assurance that these incentives will continue. Market forces alone will not provide sufficient financing in this environment unless the risks of policy change are appropriately addressed. I am happy that the ministers have scheduled a separate session on financing. We need to know more about what each of us is doing, and this ministerial is an excellent platform for experience sharing across the countries. Ladies and gentlemen, these are early days in our effort at developing a workable strategy, and much remains to be done. I have no doubt that your deliberations will go a long way in developing a workable agenda for energy efficiency and expansion of clean energy for the world. I wish you all success in the course of your deliberation over these 2 days, and I hope you will all enjoy your stay in New Delhi and perhaps even get a chance to see some of our country. I thank you.